Hi friends, this is our seventh SQL Server Developer interview questions and answers. Let's begin. What is difference between local and then global temporary tables? Local temporary table it start with single hash symbol. Global temporary table it start with double hash symbols. It's visible only to current session. Global temporary table it's visible to all sessions. Local temporary table dropped when session ends. Global temporary table dropped when creator ends and no one using it. Local temporary table name made unique internally. Global temporary table name must be unique across sessions. Local temporary table used for session specific task. Global temporary table used to share data across the sessions. Next question is, what is cursor in SQL Server? A cursor in SQL Server is a database object. It's used to retrieve and manipulate data row by row from a result set. Normally, the SQL Server works in a set-based manner. A cursor allows you to process one row at a time. Why you can use cursor? You can use cursor when you need to perform calculation per rows, and also when you must apply complex logic to each row, and then when you are calling a store procedure for each row. Our next question is, what are window functions in SQL Server? The window functions operate on a set of row and then return a single aggregator value for each row. Unlike group by, a window function does not collapse rows. Each row remains visible in the result set. So there are three type of window functions available in SQL Server. The first one is ranking functions. The row number, rank, dense rank, and entile. These are all the ranking functions. The row number, which basically assign a rank or sequence number to rows. And then rank gives ranking with gaps if there are ties. If two people ties for first, the next rank will be third. Dense rank, next one. The dense rank gives ranking without gaps. If two people tie for first, the next rank will be 2. So the entire it divides the row into n equal groups. The next window function is called aggregate window functions. These calculate aggregates per row across a window. The sum, average, count, minimum, maximum, these are all the aggregate window functions. The third window functions is called analytic functions. These access data from other rows. The lag functions basically get the value from previous row. Lead function it get the value from the next row. The first value return first value in window. The last value it return last value in the window. The next question is, what are the transactions in SQL Server? In SQL Server, a transaction is a sequence of one or more SQL statements that are executed as a single logical unit of work. A transaction ensures that either all the transactions succeed or none of them do, keeping your data consistent and reliable. So the transaction in SQL Server it follow the exit properties. So there are three type of transaction is there. Implicit transactions. The implicit transactions it's called it's SQL Server automatically start a transaction for certain conditions. So, for example, if you define set implicit underscore transaction on, then you must, manually commit or roll back. This is called implicit transaction. Explicit transaction, you can manually start and then end the transaction by using begin and commit and then roll back. The next one is auto commit transactions. The auto commit transactions default mode in SQL Server. Each individual statement is automatically committed. The next question is, what are indexes in SQL Server? SQL Server indexes are database objects that improve the speed of the data retrieval from tables and views. Think about it. Indexes at the back of your book. It helps you to find information quickly without scanning every pages. Without an index, SQL Server perform a table scan. With an index, it can perform a index seek. So there are two type of indexes available, the cluster index and the non-cluster index. The cluster index, it determines the physical order of a data in the table. A table can have only one cluster index. A table itself is stored in the order of cluster index and the non-cluster index. It does not change the physical storage. It stores the separate structure with key values and row locator. A table can have many non-cluster index. Thank you for watching this channel. Please subscribe this so you cannot miss out any upcoming videos which I am posting.